morning. Rick here, Old Time Garage. Getting back at you. Remember, at the end of this video, if you haven't hit subscribe, hit subscribe. Anyway, what are we working on today? Sunday Funday has arrived, except it's Saturday, but that's okay. So, you remember last time I'd mentioned we've got our 3 pieces for our trunk. And we are going to deal with trying to get this to work today, welded in the right place, right, to get our trunk to latch properly. Because I do want this car, as much as it's a gasser, I want it to have fairly decent lines. It does not have to be 100% perfect, like that's looking pretty damn good to me. That's definitely got an overlap there, looking good there, overlap there. Yeah, so you don't know, you got to play with things. That's how it's our line across the back here. Yeah, you don't want to really go much tighter than that. That's nice and level. Anyway, there's always some fine tuning, and you got to remember, as much as people argue, these cars were not perfect when they were built, but we will make it the best we can with what we got. We're not going to start getting too carried away. This has got me a little worried now that I'm paying attention to this, how that is really actually overlapping, because if I need to move it over, there ain't no room to move it over. So I don't know. That could be, honestly, because you got to be honest, that could be the fact that when I did cut this apart and weld it, even though I had a bar in here, it might have been that this sprung in a little bit. So how do you fix that, you say? Well, I'll tell you how you fix that. If worse comes to worse, y'all gonna know it. I'm gonna see it's tightening right here. You're gonna go with zip cut. The thickness of that zip cut might be all you need. If it isn't, you're gonna do one more cut with that zip cut. And you're gonna tap that over, you're gonna stitch that baby up, and you're gonna have what you want. And nobody's gonna know except for all 18,000 of you. Come on, hit the subscribe button. I want 20,000 by Christmas. Tell your friends, I want 20,000 by Christmas. You get me 20,000 viewers by Christmas, you write to me on this video and say, my name is so-and-so, I'm going to get you 20,000 people, and here's the people, their names and addresses. Well, I'll send you a free t-shirt. Anyway, so we're going to work on that. So let's show you what's new in the shop. Something new in the shop? Well, I love my hooker, headers. Got a sign that says that. I don't know. Thought that was a good place to put it. Run underneath the tissue dispenser. Get your mind out of the gutter, please. Again, enter here. Hooker headers sold here. Thought that was kind of cool. You know. And the big one that I got that you're really gonna like. I hope you're gonna like. Now it's not from the day, but it's something I really like, and I like it and I want it. It's not always about having everything period correct for me, and I don't care if some stuff's aftermarket. I love it. Now y'all know how that started out? That was not, oh God, here we go. Let's go down the line. The people, first off, the women, sorry ladies, it's usually the women, woodpecker. I get where you're going with it, but you got the wrong pecker. This started out, and then next people will say thrush mufflers. You're right, kinda. But originally it started out as Clay Smith cams. There's a logo for Clay Smith cams, and it became thrush mufflers after. Just to set the record straight. Now there's more info on it, more detail into it. You could get into it. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just telling you. So I got that, and picked up also, because whenever I think of bar, I don't know why, I think of Marlboro. The Marlboro Man. So clock, lights up, pretty cool. We're going to hang it in the bar here somewhere today. Somewhere we will put it in our little bar, our little home bar. Yeah, I don't know where. I'm running out of plugs. I knew I should have put more plugs in here. I just knew it. Actually, I might put it up there. And the reason I say I might put it up there is because there's a plug up there. It's one thing I do. Remember this, if you're building a shop, you can put all the plugs you want along the floor. I mean, I did do quite a few, but it's a good idea to put some plugs up high. Even a couple in the ceiling. I had wished I put a couple in the ceiling. I didn't. I forget how many I put up high. So I think I only put 2 up high. That's one. There's one somewhere else. I don't know where. Oh, probably up behind the TV. Anyway, gotta have plugs. Okay? Doesn't hurt to have plugs. So, hope you all had a good week. I'm gonna get some stuff out here together. Get going. If you didn't see what our week was, go back, especially this video that just got posted. Well, you're seeing me today on Sunday, even though today right to me is Saturday, which we just posted our weekly video. Oh, we're painting and going to town here this week. And the phone has not stopped ringing for jobs. I'm happy. Usually it's not ringing this time of year. It's Christmas time, but it's ringing. Call me up, people. Bring it in. Just remember though, I can't get you in like right now, but I can get you in. Okay? I can get you in, but if you're thinking you want to get your car in here for December, no. January, you know what, that's going to happen. I mean, I'm not going to zoom in too close, but those on that blue is all the jobs coming. Green is all the jobs here. Yeah. So, don't know. Might have to hire new employees, more employees. That ain't gonna happen. We got this under control, the 3 of us. Plus, I'm trying to slow down because I'm out of here in 4 years. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, I'm gone. Then we're gonna be having Sunday Funday every day while we're building the coolest shit ever, because I'll be building my own cars every bloody day. With only maybe 3 or 4 customer cars on the go, not 11 like now. So anyway, I'm gonna get some tools set up, get ready, and see if we can figure out how this trunk latch goes in. Okay guys, so we got the wife behind the camera, obviously. Isn't this better now? So I'm going to show you. You can pretty much figure this out for yourselves. You're not all stupid out there. But anyway, here's your trunk latch. It's going to go in your trunk lid. So it's going to go in like this first. So you're going to slide it up in there. And see you got 2 holes there. It's going to go like that. Then you can see that this piece has kind of got a lip, an edge on it. Let's hope I'm doing this right, because I might even be wrong. Anyway, that's going to go over like that and fit tight like that. And then you're just going to put your, these are not the right bolts, but I can't see what I'm doing. Hang on a second. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is why I shut the camera off, so you don't see this shit. And the wife, no, she's, here we go. Oh, no, no. Oh, God. Oh, we're almost there. Could be that there's primer in the holes too. Anyway, I got that one. That's going to go like that. You're going to put it like that, alright? I'm going to get the other one in here. Just so I can show you. Maybe I won't get the other one in. Yeah. So, and then obviously there's 2 more bolts that go on the back side here. That's going to go like that. Alright, okay. So that's how that goes. And then I've cut this piece off the floor. Alright, because I replaced all the floor pan, you remember, and then we're going to get our new piece. And that just bolts to this piece. This has got nuts welded in. So what I got to do next is I'm going to get this piece off of here, take this piece and figure out where I need to go with it, right? It goes in there somehow like that, and then obviously that's going to come down and it's going to latch. Now you have no adjustment on this latch. Keep in mind you have no adjustment. It just goes where it goes. Your adjustment is on this piece, up and down where you can see the slots are for how low your trunk's going to go, alright? So that's it. So we'll tap those holes out. I'll take that back apart, run the tap through it, clean the threads up, and then I will get back to you because I'm not used to my wife filming me. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I tapped the holes out, 1/4 inch course. This here area, I got to tap this hole out. We got a broken bolt, and what that is you have a lining up little thing, should be on the car. And you don't necessarily need this, but what this does do is it kind of lines the trunk up where it should go. Okay, and that is supposed to go on there like so. So when the trunk comes down, that little knobby goes in there. Okay, the next thing I got to do, like I say, is I got to weld this on, kind of put this on where it's got to go here. Figure that out. So I'm just going to do a couple spot welds to see how this lines up and closes I'm not going to weld it fully, just a couple tacks, because I may have to move that a few times. And the reason, like I say again, that's all cut off of there is because I replaced this rear section of the floor. And remember, if you're replacing your rear section of the floor, it does not come with this mounting plate that this bracket mounts to. So remember, don't cut the floor out and throw it away. Always, when you're cutting panels out, look at them both sides, because sometimes there's things like this that are attached that they do not put on the panels you buy new. And, you know, then you're kind of screwed. So anyway, I'm going to get the welder set up. I've got it out here now. I've got to get it turned on and all that. And see about this. And see about our broken bolt here. I think I can just grab that with that. Well, maybe not. I'm thinking I can grab it with some vice grips, but it might be quicker just to grind it down flush and drill it and tap it. Alright, let's continue. Okay, we're just figuring out what size the hole is that's there around the top. You saw me just run the tap through it already, but that's by hand. Now what we got to do is we got to drill this one and get the proper drill size for that tap and drill it out, remake the threads, and then we're good for this little guy. Hello guy. That's going to give us a guide point before we start doing this guy. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta get a couple drill bits going here and head from there. And Shawn, I forgot to mention, on this Sunday Funday, Shawn is working away on my shoebox Ford. Ooh, look at the weather out here today. Just raining. But we're almost the end of November. No chance of snow. And still like highs of 10 or 11. And Shawn's... go. Getting the door all done. Nice. Yeah. That's for sure.
Oh, there it is. It's pretty close. I get this pillar. Get 2 pillars right. I think the roof can come on.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Then away we go. 2 sides will be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's getting there slowly.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. I don't have any intention of driving this car till probably not this summer, next summer.
Oh yeah?
This one's going to take a while. I want to do this one real nice. Yeah. Perfect.
Is that the right dash out of it?
No, I just bought that dash.
Oh.
That's just something I bought.
Oh, what is it?
54 Ford.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got the dash for this.
Yeah.
I took it out, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just, I picked that up for 30 bucks.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll use it in something.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I'll figure it out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Pretty decent shape.
Yeah, a couple bullet holes.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, might leave that.
Really?
That'd be kind of cool.
Kind of
Yeah.
cool indeed.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good day. It's not going to be a very productive day today. It's just one of those fun play in the shop. It's these tedious little jobs you got to get done. But you know what? It's still a good day. Yeah. I had a bad day yesterday, Friday. After work, it was a bad day. You know, but only because, well, you don't need to hear my problems, but only because I got in an argument with my father. Anyway, but yeah. Other than that, it's a good day today. Loving it. Okay, so I got that drilled tap, that piece put on. This is adjustable, just so you know it does wiggle around to line up with your hole. what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull everything out of this car. I took the new latch because I need to see where this piece is going to fit exactly and how that goes in here. So I put the new latch in. I'm going to take everything out of here, crawl through here with a light, and then obviously I'll take that with me with this piece off, and I'll line it up where I got to line it up. Then I can push the lid up and do a tack weld. So that's what I'm going to do. So I guess we're going to remove a bunch of stuff that I don't even know what I got in here anymore. Stainless for the windows, which, what do you guys think? I'm up in the air. I'm not running no chrome on this car except for tail lights, rear bumper, grill and headlights and signals. That's my chrome. And I was tempted to leave the stainless off on the front and back windows because there's no side trim to this car. What do you think? I was just going to go with the plain black rubber. A little cheaper, a little less work. But I do have all the stainless here. So remember though, it is a gasser car. Right? Keep that in mind. So, with that being said, give me your opinion what you think you'd do. Alright? This headlight, hood chrome. Exhaust manifolds for the 409. I don't need to move everything out, just enough to get through here. Transmission mount, new in the box. One window molding. I don't know if I have the others. Just realized that now. Okay. Tail lights, hood bird, door handles, miscellaneous stuff. Don't know. Should know. Put it all in there. Hubcaps. More trim for inside garnish moldings, I should say. Armrest, glove box door. That's chrome. Everybody chromed the glove box door and the ashtray today. Everybody. It was like a go-to thing. Let's chrome my glove box and ashtray. Battery tray, which I'm positive I'm not putting under the hood. We already talked about it. I think I'm going to put it in the spare tire opening. I think that's what I'm going to do with it. E-brake. Vent windows. Just all, hate to say it, pretty much garbage. I don't mean just the windows, I mean all of it garbage. Just a shame. Another tail light, another door handle. What's this? Those are brand new. Isn't that weird? Because I think I just bought a set of these. Now I have two sets. Well, that's what happens sometimes. But that's okay. Because I tell all of you out there, oh my God. Alright. Tools. Tools can go there. I tell all you guys out there, all you good friends of mine watching, stay in tune. Hopefully telling your friends so they subscribe. Open. That's our engine mounts. We're not moving them out of the way. Bolts for them. I just need to have enough room to crawl through here. Get this manifold out. I am looking, if you're Canadian, not American, nothing against Americans. I just don't want to go down there and pay the levies and the duties and tariffs and the monkeys and the hoonies and whatever else words come up in my mind. I'm looking for a 56 Chevy two-door post. I might consider a hardtop. I am watching a hardtop right now. I think it's in Kamloops or Kelowna. I can't remember. I'm watching it online. But I'm looking for a 56 Chevy. That's right. 56 Chevys next. I'm watching. I got enough projects on the go. I don't need one. I'm not in a panic. No panic whatsoever. Because I've got my 40 Plymouth, my other 30 Model A, my 65 Chev pickup, my 58 Ford car needs a fresh paint job. So I've got enough to keep me busy for the next 10 years here. But I am looking for a 56 Chevy. So if I get a 56 Chevy, parts from the 5 that are left over will work on it. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn this camera off because all you're going to see is me crawling through my little hole I made there. Got to get a light, and I'm going to. What the hell is that? Well, that was probably back in 1914 when I was trying to learn how to weld. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a light and get in here and see what I can do. Okay, my trusty light, my felt pen, and crawling in and out of it by 3 or 4 times, I finally got it. Okay then. So it seems to be working. This seems to be the stud thing lining up. The trunk is closing. And I don't know where's the screwdriver? Whoops. Whoop. There we go. It just sounds loud because I haven't got the rubber in there and everything's just echoing. But this is beautiful. Like I said, I'm not touching that. I love the gap along the bottom, but obviously I am not happy here. And I know what happened. I'm admitting it. You got to admit when you have faults. This sprung in when I probably put the bar in there, was welding it, and it sprung in a bit. So I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna cut it all apart. I'm just gonna splice it like that. I'm not gonna start cutting through the floors and all that when I can splice it, tap it over, and fix it, because it's all right down here. It's just right here. So we'll film this as I do it. You'll see. It's not a big deal. Gonna put a little filler there anyway, because here's where the factory lead was, right? So I'm not worried about it. It's not like I'm gonna be putting on a 1/2 inch of mud on there. Probably like in, I don't know, 3/16 something of filler, and away we go. But the trunk lid itself is closing nice, and I'm happy. Haha! Oh, I bet some of you are just cringing right now. Going crazy. Whoa, did you see that? The window slid off the roof. Good thing we're not using that piece of glass. Slid right down. I think she was saying to me, "Ow, you're hurting me." Anyway, don't care. That glass is for the back and it's all scratched up, and I just kind of been laying it up there. I thought maybe somebody didn't break it. I just thought maybe somebody might want to purchase that. Some young guy building a car that maybe doesn't have a lot of money, needs a piece of glass. Okay, so we've done our cut. I kind of ran over it a couple times. You can see it's not that big. We'll tap it with the hammer. We'll see where we get, and then you just, you'll see what I mean when I'm done. It'll all work out. Okay, so see how that's already, see that? See how that's all opened up there now? You don't even see where I did it, do you? Just cut it, tap it. Still gonna do a little more fine tuning. I'm gonna go a little bit, I'm not gonna cut it up here. I'm just gonna tap it. I can see that this body panel is sticking out a bit, so I'm going to tap that in. But that gap there to me now, if we look at that, we'll go to the other side, looking pretty damn even now. So I'll tap that little corner here, and then we'll just sew her right up with the old welder. And she's fitting like a glove. Love it. Love it. Look at that. Just love it. Okay, we'll go around and stitch that up. Do some grinding. And she'll be happy. Beautiful. Super happy. Do a little more grinding there to clean that up, but that's just a nice even gap. This one might even be a slight bit tighter, you never know, but it's still good. They're both good. Super happy at that. Okay, we'll grind away and get that out of our way. Okay, we finished welding that up. You can't even tell. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, we all talked about, or I talked about, how I was going to put the battery down in here. My plan has changed. And I'll tell you why it's changed, because I set the battery in there and it fit there perfectly in the middle like I think it would. And I was going to put a metal there and have a little compartment to store shit. But guess what? The battery sits up too high. Could put a box on it, could do whatever, you know, but then still, then it's lumped up. The more I think about it, I don't want to do that. I'm going to drive this car. I want to leave my spare tire well there. Some people take them out and patch the floor. I don't want to. I'm going to put the battery right here. I'm going to run down to Lordco right now, grab a box, get it all mounted how it should be. I'm going to put it in a plastic box there. That way I can put a spare tire in here. Or if I don't want to put a spare tire in here, I can put a bunch of junk down there. And I still got room for my whatever toolbox. I plan on mounting a toolbox actually in here is my plan. And yeah, and then I still got room for chairs, coolers, whatever. Keep weighting the car down, so next thing you know, it'll be lost on race day rather than first. Anyway, so I don't want to get rid of that. I know a lot of people would. I don't want the battery under the hood either. I want it clean and tidy under there, so it fits perfectly right here. I just tried it. Sorry I didn't film it for you guys, but I tried it. It fits beautiful right there. I can have it so my cables are coming up through here, so they're hidden, so when you open the trunk, you don't see them this way. They're just right there. They're going right into the box. I love it. Easy to get to, accessible. Let's say still got room for a spare tire. I mean, around town I probably won't carry a spare, but if I'm taking a trip, I'll throw a spare in there. Around town I couldn't be bothered because I'm just close to home. I know enough people. Plus, the worst comes to worst, I got BCAA. Anyway, so I'm going to take off the Lordco, grab that box, and then I'm going to come back here. There's a few little areas that I hadn't finished welding in here, little pinholes I want to take care of. And yeah, I think we're getting there. I'm very happy with what's going on here so far today. And Shawn has got the door off the car now. He's got it all, he left it on to make sure it matched up to the quarter. So he's got that off. There's the door off. Lovely. And he's just finishing up this now. Oh, he says, slave driver here. He's on his hands and knees with a block sander. I would help you out, but I don't want to take the fun away from you. Yeah, I don't want to do that, you know. Yeah, that's right. So he's finishing off all the edges, making it look pretty. This is the pretty car. This is the car we take the time on. The gasser, well, not so much. We'll make it look nice too, but not like this car. Yeah. No, this will be good. Yeah.
We had a good day.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I say, he's got the door all done. It looks good, nice. You know, always looks like a lot of filler, but it's not. It's just filler. You put it on, you knock it off. You put it on, you knock it off, until you get that till you get that straightness. And I say he leaves the doors on because he matches everything right to the quarters and all that. So it's just on that car anyway. So it's just boom. That car is just going to be like an arrow, just straight. That's the plan. So I talked earlier about having it on the road for next summer, but chances are it'll probably be the summer after that, to be honest, because I'm pushing to get this one on the road for this summer. And I tell you, if this car's on the road this summer, we're talking a front seat, no side glass, and just driving. That's it. And the problem is with that sometimes is you get to that point and you start driving it and you never finish it. And I hate that. So I'm always kind of trying to push myself to finish them, because if I don't, I never do. The wagon, I know. The wagon's a different story. The wagon, I bring it in here every winter and do a little bit to it. And I'm happy with that. And one day it will get finished, but probably will never get finished in my lifetime. But anyway, I don't know what to tell you. I just, yeah, I'm going to push as hard as I can to finish this car. But I definitely know the outside will be done, the engine tranny. It'll be on the road. It just may not have side glass and interior. And I really don't want interior anyway. I mean, I don't care about door panels and all that. That can be done in the future, right? So, okay, well, I think we're going to run to Lordco, grab that box, weld some pinholes in here, and just keep going as far as we can on this Saturday, not Sunday, Saturday that we're calling Sunday Funday, because my wife's making me do Christmas photos on Sunday. The only cool thing is she plans this out every year. This year, she's got us doing our photos in the back of an old 53 to 54 Chevy pickup. Hey, she's picking vehicles anyway. That's good. All right, lunch is done. I was going to run to Lordco and get that battery box, but the more I thought about it, it's not the one I want. So, didn't go to Lordco. So we're back out here with the car. It's good. Yeah. So, what is our next step on this car? Honestly, the next step is like hell. Like, I really need to just start the body work on it now is what I need to do. I mean, I guess I can start sanding some areas. I don't know what I'm going to do in here yet. Haven't decided. The car's going satin black. I'm going to clean this out in here today, and I'm going to seam seal it all. I'm lost whether I just spray this with texture spray. I really don't want to. I think, honestly, I think I'm just going to sand it the best I can sand it, and we're just going to spray it black in here too. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. A texture spray is nice, but I don't want to put it in the trunk. Sometimes you put texture spray in the trunk, if you're throwing shit in there, it starts to get dug into. And that stuff's always a pain to get off after to clean up. So I think we're just going to spray this black. So I'm not fussy about it. I think I'll sand it a little bit. We'll just give it 2 good heavy coats of primer to fill in, any kind of high ridges there might be. I'm not going to get that fussy in a chunk area. Yeah, so I think we'll sweep this up, vacuum it up. God, I don't know, guys. Like I say, I'm kind of, what else can I do here today? What else can I do? I don't know. I can continue. I guess I can continue stripping my firewall. I think we can continue that. Yeah, maybe we'll work on that a bit. Yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do. Alright, well, we got all them parts put away that were here, back in the trunk. We did our seam sealing along there, the edges, and put those in there. I think what I'm going to do next, actually, is that one panel that I found that I didn't know I had bought new, which I still don't know why it's new, because I bought 2 in the room. I'm going to grab the other one and get those mounted so I can stop that from going on. So I think I'm going to get those mounted in there. We'll just grab a broom and sweep up some of these metal shavings around here first and get the grinders out of the way. Okay, so there's my spare one I have for the driver's side, which is fine. That's all good. And oddly enough, I only had one for the passenger side. So I must have at one time bought one for the driver's side, or it came with the car. And it might have come with the car, because this car did come with a quarter. So I'm thinking that came with the car. I bought 2 new ones, and the other one was the one that came with the car. So this is what you get when you don't got them on. If you can see this, watch. See? All right, can't really body work that when the time comes. I wouldn't even want to cut the wheel opening out with that flopping around. And now this one's in here. See, it doesn't move. Now remember, when you're putting those in, because everything is new in my car, if you're replacing those, you're going to have the holes underneath already marked where they should go. But because everything's new, I don't have any holes where they go. So when you put them in, you know, you can kind of see it through there. When you put them in, you want to make sure that when you're putting it in, that you're not pushing it out too far where this is sticking out, and you want to make sure you don't want it where this is too far in. You want to just hold it up in there, and when you're an eyeball where this is looking level, and that's where you're going to mark and drill your holes, and that's what I did there. So, oh man, I'm so happy with this. These quarters are just amazing. Another trick, which Shawn knows all the tricks anyway. It's one thing when someone comes along, you're looking like this, and you run your hand across it, and you're watching your hand, and you're feeling for stuff. Close your eyes and run your hand. You'll feel it way more. Just try it. If you're out there and you're doing body work, run your hand along with your eyes open, then close your eyes. And tell me if you don't feel it more with your eyes closed. Okay, I'm going to get on to the next one here. Okay. Solid. Got that one in. I'm happy with that. So I wasn't paying too close of attention here to the time. Like I say, this is Sunday Fundays on a Saturday. Shawn's starting to tidy up, so that tells me it's almost 4 o'clock. So I think I'm going to call it quits myself for the day. But hey, we got a chunk latch in, we got a chunk gap sorted out, we got our 2, I'm going to call them rear little splash aprons in there is what I'm going to call them. I'm sure someone will correct me. It's all good. I appreciate that. I'm going to call it for today. Well, I'm not going to call it. I'm just going to go play in my shop on other stuff, tidying stuff up and putting stuff away. I think next time you see this car, it's going to be over with Shawn. I think we're going to get him to do the rough end of body work, which is very minor, just a bit up on top and around here, because he's already done the doors, the trunk lid, the roof. We're going to get that done, just so then we can get the other frame together, because he'll have this in the primer then, and we can swap over to the other frame. Then we can cut those wheel arches open. Just don't want to do it now, because like I say, this diff is not sitting in the proper position. And what you should do is find the center of your opening with the center of your wheel, right? And it's off a bit on this car because the leaf springs are all screwed up and everything. So it's just the way it is. What I did manage to do, what I did sneak in here and do, while you guys were not paying attention because the camera was off. All right. Anyway, what we got done? Oh, there he is. Doesn't he look so cool? He's pretty awesome. I'm happy with that. First time I've ever been able to get myself a little neon piece. Anyway, the Marlboro clock, got it put up. There's the Marlboro Man. He's right there. Alright. So, fireplace is just a roaring. Yes, it does throw heat. So it's fake. It's got a light, but then there's a heater in there you can turn on. The light and the heater are separate. I just have the light on. So, every time I come out here, not during the week, but on the weekends when I'm out here working, I light everything up in here. I just light it all up because usually at the end of the day, when I'm done on Sunday, Mr. Hank comes out, my lovely wife comes out, and we have a drink together. Hank loves coming out to the bar. He likes running through the shop, seeing what's going on, and it's a good way to end the day. And usually I put American Pickers on and we watch an episode of American Pickers. I don't care if they're repeats or what they are. You know, I just like seeing the places I go to. Sometimes the people on there can annoy me, but I like the places and the cool shit that they go and see and find, so I like that part of it. But I think that is going to be it. I don't have really much more to show you. That's all I got. Pretty soon we'll all be digging into these bags and boxes, putting a frame together and having a good old time. And that's it. So hey, Sunday Funday's over. even though it's Saturday. I will catch you during the week. We'll show you what's going on. We got a little 65 Chev pickup. We're starting to paint it behind the grill surround, so we'll show you that. We're getting that truck ready to go for paint now too. Hopefully we're going to get a vinyl top on our 70 GTO. Then we're going to get the front and back windows in it. Then we're going to send the GTO off for paint. We're going to try and get as much as we've done here. You're wondering, you're probably watching the past videos and seeing us just painting and painting and painting. The reason is the weather's going to turn eventually soon. It's going to get really cold, and we always paint at night. And once it gets cold out, even though we're heated where we are, you turn them exhaust fans on, they just suck in that cold air. So we're trying to do this while we're still in double digits. And then, you know, for the rest of the winter, we can just focus on bodywork and not paint. Anyway, always good time at all time. Lots of new jobs coming in this week, so stay tuned. And if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, please. And yes, someone was asking, someone messaged me about t-shirts. I do sell t-shirts. I do have decals. They're on my website. I think it's oldtimegarage.net. I think you got to look there. They're great Christmas gifts. The problem is right now is if you're American and we got to ship them to you with all the stuff that's going on right now with the borders and all that, the shipping costs almost as much as a t-shirt do. So you're asking what t-shirts are worth. They're 20 to 25 bucks. And we got some toques too. But like I say, unfortunately, if you're in the good old USA, the shipping is what's going to kill you. I wish I could help you there, but it is what it is. Okay, catch you next time.